It didn't take long for the 23-year-old, screen name Scooby-Doo 18
Why would you create a Yahoo
to steer the chat towards sex.
Scooby-Doo Atlanta.
He asked all kinds of sexual questions, like, what positions have you tried? You like doggy? The decoy says, I never did doggy before.
Likes
and
doggy.
Scooby-Doo says, well, if we ever have sex, I'll introduce it to you. Did you bring condoms?
Yeah, but
No, sir. I have condoms in my car.
You had, well, then, so you did bring condoms.
Yes, but they are for my. I mean, I have it for safety. But
for safety, in case anyone robs me, I throw a handful of condoms at him.
What positions have you tried?
Oh God, I'm an idiot.
You know how to ride? You like doggy? And then you ask,
Oh God, stop.
well, I got to tell you something. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story. Guys, men,
Dude,
trying
the
to meet
fucking 10
teens
people
on the
coming in with
internet.
cameras.
It's stupid.
Oh, I love that moment so much.
Can I use your restroom?
Why don't you have a seat real quick?
Okay. Yeah, I know what this is. I know what this was.
I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I was just kidding.
sir.
I know what it was.
What do you think it was?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Heads out the door.
Sorry, I'm almost done.
Okay, baby.
Did you bring me anything?
Yes, I did.
What'd you bring me?
I drinking some Kit Kats.
Looks like you brought enough stuff to move in.
Yes.
Why don't you have a seat? And like some of the others, the friend he talked to appears to know what he's walking
Y'all
into.
like Kit Kats.
Being taped.
You are being taped.
Oh crap.
Oh, quack.
I'm not gonna be upbeat. Oh, arrested.
I'm being mean.
That's not up to me.
You in
Have a
trouble.
seat there and get comfortable for that.
I had a feeling this was going to happen.
You had a feeling what was
They all come anyway.
No.
Oh, why are
Well,
you
no,
like
this- I
that?
need to
Like,
talk to you about a
you
couple things,
think
and I
you're
think
on
you're
to
gonna
catch a
wanna
predator,
talk about it. It's gonna
but the
take a few
allure
minutes. Why
of
don't you have a seat?
fucking a kid and being so disgusting is so appealing to you that you're willing to take the chance.
After Cleary sees this man being arrested, he heads for the highway. That's where detectives stop him.
Your fault, dude.
He told the decoy he would bring movies, CDs, and condoms.
I see you brought condoms.
Oh, they laid that. I thought he like was making a beautiful display for his new.
What's this for?
She was gonna give me a massage.
They were doing that.
He actually admits it's likely he would have taken the virginity of a 13-year-old girl if she was willing.
Eminem. It's not Eminem,
He's
guys.
20-year-old. The decoy says, really? You don't mind I'm a virgin? Perfect Buddy answers, if you don't mind me taking it from you, I actually would love it and never have been with a virgin. Perfect Buddy then sends not one, but 8 different pictures of his
Come
genitals.
on, man.
Perfect Buddy says he was really just looking for a friend, nothing more. But then his story seems to change.
Please, I swear, sir, I'm a desperate person. I need a girl in my life, and
Oh God.
if she really wanted to be my friend,
This
that
ain't
would
right.
be all I needed from her.
You're doing it wrong.
13.
She did. I'm sorry, sir. I have interest in younger girls.
What are you doing?
Been a fantasy of mine.
A fantasy.
Yes, sir.
Do you know it violates Georgia law?
Yes, sir.
Did you say you are ready
Not that he wasn't already incriminated, but like
Yes, sir.
he might as well just be digging his own grave in the front yard.
That would be probably the cleanest, best pleasure, I would say.
The cleanest, best pleasure.
What the
Is to have
fuck
sex
is
with
this
a
shit,
13-year-old.
dude? Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Dog,
Are you
just
her
go to
father or
jail
something
forever.
like that?
Are you her
that in a
father?
minute.
Oh
Please
my
tell me this,
God,
sir. Am
I
going
hate
to
him
get in
so
trouble
much.
for this?
Fucking burn him alive out front.
So far, you've met 7 men who showed up
The
at our
Brady
undercover house.
Bunch.
And despite all our previous
should
investigations,
all be looking at each other like,
there are
"Aw."
more on the way. Then he tells her about another girl he met online.
She was 15 like you. Her mom was at work.
Okay.
She
Okay.
invited me over.
Okay.
I've never
Okay.
had
Stop
sex.
talking, sir.
Have a seat.
But as the decoy walks behind the curtain, the man sees our camera crew and runs.
He saw Ron. He's coming out. He's coming out.
And he keeps on running.
This guy deserves it. Yeah, when
After
someone gives you a
sheriff's
K, you
deputies
stop
order
telling
him
that
to
story.
stop.
Absolutely.
Finally,
Is he
the
gonna really
officer's taser knocks him to the ground.
What the fuck? He stopped running.
After he's arrested, I would do it in a minute with you, hoping I would stay out of jail.
Minute.
You ask her if she likes oral
Mr.
sex.
Stamina.
She asked me several things also.
Does that make it right?
No, and she invited me here.
So because a 14-year-old girl invites you to come over, it's
I
okay
don't
for
make it
a...
right. It's wrong. I admit I'm wrong.
Why did you do it?
There is no reason.
I want to stay all night.
There's no reason. It was.
Did you bring Any
Definitely a
alcoholism?
reason, dude.
And how old is that young lady?
She said she was 14, sir.
14. And how old are you?
24, sir.
24.
Yes.
And you thought that was appropriate. Why?
Well, I don't know,
Nuh-uh.
sir.
Motherfucker's
Then I asked him
45.
about the picture of
Get
his
the
genitals
fuck
he
out of
sent to
here.
the girl posing as a young teen. Now, when you were online,
That's a hard 24
you
years.
sent this.
Yeah, I've seen the show about 3 times.
Got
on
his
TV
You've
dink
seen the
away.
show?
Yes, sir.
So you know exactly what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know who I am?
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
were
It's
right.
good. I'm glad we're doing
man's-
this.
Oh, do you think it was a good show?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was supposed to stop people and things like that, you know?
Well, this is the part where usually I say, I'm Chris Hansen with Daytime
Yeah,
NBC.
yeah.
Right. Okay, you remember that part?
Yes, I remember
And you remember
everything.
when these guys come out, the cameras come out, right? And then I say, if there's anything else you'd like to tell us,
No, that's it.
we'd like to hear it.
This is
Otherwise, you're
great. Fourth wall
obviously free to walk
destroyed,
out the
but I'm
door.
having a great time watching.
And 37-year-old Todd West has no problem following our decoy right into the house. He's here to meet a girl.
Dude, he
who
looks like he'll be
online
in and out
told
in
him
40
she was a
seconds, and she'll be
14-year-old
dead.
virgin.
You didn't have to take a shower.
Louis C.K., run! You're already in so much trouble.
What, I can't go to your room with you?
Well, that'll ruin the surprise.
Thanks for sobbing.
I can't follow y'all in there.
Actually, I'd rather for you to come. Oh, sir.
He's
Sir,
just
I need to
beelines
talk
for
to
the
you a
door.
I don't get the chance to speak
Nope.
with him or Todd West.
Did you bring the riding boots?
Yes.
All
They're out
right.
in the car.
I can't wait to get my own pair.
So you have a little shopping day planned this afternoon?
Yep.
And who are you taking shopping?
Yup.
What was your plan here today?
No plan whatsoever.
No
Just
plan
coming-
whatsoever.
Just coming to talk and everything. Obviously, I need.
As the
So many
31-year-old
chubbin'
heads for the
tucks, dude.
door, law enforcement moves into place, ready to take the man down as soon as he walks
pants.
outside.
Does this look like a guy with a plan?
Police arrest him and lead him away, clearing the front of the house so more suspects are free to come in.
The witwix
the
scream.
National Guard.
Nothing like
three
witwix
military,
damage. That's
and a
your worst scream of
confrontation
agony when you
brings
fail a
one of them
level.
to his-
Is this fake? No, it's
see you're wrong.
Georgia. Or just like a
I
parody
take
of
it you're
Georgia.
a
That's why
virgin.
it's so funny there.
I can't control my horny level. You see, during the conversation, you just masturbated twice, and it hasn't helped.
And I was lying.
You were lying then, or you're lying now?
I was lying in. I mean, granted, yes, it's my fault, but did I actually fall into a trap?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story.
He just loves
on
saying his
adults
own name.
Who try to meet teens on the internet.
That was a terrible
and then try to
segue.
meet- Well, Brian, what should happen to you?
Well, honestly, with this, I
I've
think I
learned
should
a
just be able to just
valuable
be allowed to just
lesson.
go home.
I'm gonna
ever
go
happened.
home and never do this again.
No, sir. Go home. Just take it as a lesson learned. Not to do it again.
No such luck. Like all the other men who show up at this
Come
house,
on.
he gets arrested. Online, he calls himself married and looking for fun 31313. What are
Thanks
you
for
doing
gifting
here
a sub to Married and Looking for Fun 31. I guess the whole name doesn't fit.
No.
Anything?
No.
Well, who are you here to see?
I was
Who's
going to
gifting
meet
all
her.
these men
That's
subs
it.
to my channel, damn it?
I know, sir. Sorry. Sorry, please.
So you ever been with an old guy before?
Please, you
I
do
need
not
you to stay in the chair, please. Sit down, please.
What are you
He
doing?
refuses to sit in the chair.
I'll suck your dick.
For
Let
a
me out.
virgin to have
Chris,
sex, you
please.
hurt.
I was coming straight up.
You were going to tell her what? That all this sex talk was just play and...
That I wasn't going to do it. I have a daughter. She's my stepdaughter.
How old is she?
17.
I already
What do you
have
think
sex
your
with her, you
stepdaughter would
see.
think about
So
this?
Oh, she
I do
will
not need
kill me.
this.
Your ex-wife, what is she?
Go to jail.
She would kill me.
Ooh, send him
Well,
to jail.
On his knees, he seems a sad character. But this is the same man who chatted online for more than 3 weeks, typing well over 50 pages of chat log, saying things to a girl he
50
thought was
pages?
14,
3
like,
weeks?
Remember, sex is a little nasty. I don't want your dad to find stuff in his bed.
Imagine having your darkest, most fucked up moment well lit and
Eventually,
boom
he
mic'd
gets up
while you're
with his
fucking
head
falling
hanging
apart.
low, heads for the front
There's a guy
door.
just like, could you say that
He's
again?
not on his feet.
Mr. Rescue Cruz, you're charged with criminal attempt child molestation. It's a felony. It carries a penalty of 1 to 20
I'm sorry,
years.
Giant TV.
In our state.
Why is she on a big screen TV instead of in front of him?
Lieutenant Marshal Gertman.
I don't understand. She's working from home.
Well, you know, first lieutenants don't make.
I keep a gavel and a desk over here just in case I need to do any judging. Oh, that's
Myrick.
okay.
He thinks a 15-year-old girl is inside, ready to have sex.
Okay, that's a
with him.
trucker, all right.
His screen name is too graphic to use, but in his chat, he asks the decoy,
I
when it
have to
comes
know.
sex, are there any positions you like best?
My Rick
Person
is
pretending
rock
to be
hard.
The 15-year-old says, I only did the one. Then he says, well,
That's
we'll
my
try
guy. I have
others.
no idea.
When the decoy says
Cock
it's awesome
Gobbler
that he's
43.
bringing the big truck, he says, well,
Anal
I do
Man
not want your mom
24.
finding out, because it would mess up a
Throw
good
some
thing.
guesses out there.
That's a big truck you got. How do you drive that thing?
Quote if Chris Hansen from Dateline.
To be honest with you, it's like driving a car.
Well, I would love to go for a ride sometime.
Well, I'd love to take you.
Where exactly were you going to take her in that truck of yours?
I was just gonna take her around, just see certain places, and just talk to her.
Like where?
Nothing weird going on here, Mr. Chris Hansen. Nothing. Just we're just gonna go for a little bit of ride. We don't, there's nothing weird going on. I'm not gonna have sex with her or anything. That would be disgusting. She's a child. Thank you. I don't think I'm fucking. There's no reason you need to ask me any more questions. I'm just gonna get out of here. I gotta get to my car. I have work to do. Thank you.
Well, I do think you're damn sexy, and was wanting to know if you have ever had sex.
Well, you see, the thing about that is,
Yes, you did. I have it all right here, so you might as well just tell me right now.
I ain't disputing it. No, sir, I ain't disputing it. I'm just damn.
I think you probably have a very nice ass as well.
I just fell into the conversation. I ain't gonna sit here and try to make no excuse for the things I said because I fell into the conversation. Totally, it's wrong. And,
I love this
Say,
guy.
I'll be your bear, and we bears
He
like
is Boom
tasty
Howard.
honey.
when you read it back to me like that right there, and I realizing what I said, no, you're right.
That old fucking honey pot man got
I
it.
wasn't here.
Here's a reminder of what they told us.
Have you ever done this before?
No, I've never done it before.
First time I done this right here.
First time.
Everyone, that's
I've
crazy.
never done this before.
Have you ever chatted with an underage girl
No, I
online?
have never done this.
She's the first girl I talked to.
What are the odds?
Very first one.
I mean, yes, sir. I mean, honest to God.
You know how many times I hear that.
You hear it all the time, but I'm telling you,
Do you think everybody could be telling me the truth?
Dang old first goddamn time, my man.
I'm sure they're not.
And while many said it was their first time, a lot of them came prepared for the possibility of sex.
Please be gentle. This is my first time. Why do we watch this shit?
Have a seat there.
Because if we don't, who will?
How does it taste?
Great. Wow. These are home baked.
I could have guessed he was a pedophile.
What are you doing here today?
Is this some kind of setup or something? I'm just on my way to the beach.
He's Michael Willis, screen name generic white male. He's almost 50 years old, and he's been chatting online with a girl who calls herself
This guy a
Yolanda.
comedian?
Younger girls like you don't come along often. I'd want you again and again.
Then he sends an online picture of his
He's
penis.
not a comedian.
The girl
There's
who told
nothing
him
funny
she
about
was
that.
50.
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
Come here, just 1 second, sir.
But generic white
The
male
waves, the
won't be
tube is
going to
kicking. The
beach
waves
today.
are hot right now. I
Heads
don't
out
have
the
time
back,
for this
he
shit,
stumbles off the
broski.
porch, right into the arms of the Fort Myers Police Department. The police quickly take him down to the
He wasn't
ground.
even
In
gonna
Florida, where
resist.
It's relatively easy
Get
to
the
get
fuck
to carry a concealed
down!
weapon. These officers
He
aren't
almost
taking
got
any
away.
chances.
It's
Team
not Fred
named
Durst.
B.
Knock, knock.
Don't you dare. That doesn't even look like Fred Durst. He's just wearing a stupid hat. He does kind of look like Fred Durst in that regard.
Do you want to make love or for your first time?
What's the difference?
It's just raw passion, and making love is a connection of bodies, I guess.
I guess.
72,000
Why'd
also
you even
mentions
say anything?
online that he's
What's going on? You tell me what's going on.
Your dad or something?
What are you doing here?
I'm David. How you doing?
David, I'm Chris. Nice to see you. How's everything?
A good strategy.
Chilling. Birthday party.
So the girl here,
And you trying to say?
I'm trying to say it makes it look like
Yeah.
you came here
I didn't come here. I
to
can't pick
have
her up.
sex with an underage girl.
We were in a role-playing chat room, dude.
And what role were you playing exactly?
They go to a role play
People
chat
play
room?
roles, man. Anytime. Never asked role-playing. People just talk.
Don't RP. Don't you go to an RP chat room.
Later, you'll find out what happens when I tell him I'm with
Cousin
Dave.
It from the Addams Family.
He tells me he has kids of his own and drove 4 hours simply to warn our teenager about the dangers of talking to strangers on the internet.
I came to let her know that when you do that, you can be anybody.
Thanks for sobbing.
So you came to help her out of the goodness of your heart?
That sounds stupid, but Maybe you could say that. I don't know.
I don't know if you could, buddy.
Trying to find this place was hard.
Online, he
What
tells
the
the girl
fuck is he
posing as a
wearing?
14-year-old several times that he loves her. He also
love
makes
this
it
guy.
clear he's coming to the house.
I
to
hate
have
him, but
sex
you
with
know
her.
what I mean.
He even sends her a picture of himself
Ah!
naked.
Why do these
how are you?
fucking
But when I
angles?
show up, he explains it's all a big misunderstanding.
Angle, that is not a flattering one.
Looking for work and stuff.
Oh my
And what kind of
god.
work
Wow,
you get
without
there?
the hat.
Yeah. Oh, it won't happen again. I can tell you that.
It's
Then he tries
Putin.
to
What the
explain it all away
fuck?
as one big computer glitch.
I shut down my computer and stuff, and my
That's why he had the
computer
hat on. It was Vladimir Putin the whole
Magically type
time.
itself like a player piano?
No, it's messed up. I'm saying I got a virus in it and stuff.
What's messed up is this conversation. So what was your intent today? Just to babysit until she's old enough to...
Just come over to say hi. That was it.
But how will he explain that online the decoy asked him to bring condoms, and he just happens to have them in his shirt pocket?
I always have them on.
You always
I always have them in my shirt.
I sit on.
Look at my hat. You think I don't get laid every 16 seconds? Come on.
Can I get you a glass of milk to go along with those cookies?
Sure.
What's going on?
And later, no shirt, no pants, and nowhere to hide from our hidden cameras.
Marvin, you're naked.
To Catch a Predator continues in a moment.
Oh no.
This is Brian Gosselin.
Oh, no. Don't laugh at people because of their appearance. Unless their hair looks like that.
Oh, did you bring protection?
Yeah.
Oh god, no.
The only bad news about that is you're probably not going to need
Yeah.
that type of protection tonight. And did that mentoring process include having sex with him?
Oh, no.
But that's not how the conversation went on the internet, is it?
I don't think so. I don't know.
You say, I love
I don't
a young
recall.
man
I'm
deep
61 years old after all. That doesn't sound like me.
Do you recall that?
Holy shit, that was so many
I believe
beeps.
so. This was
Well, I have the whole transcript here.
a few days ago.
I want to watch him listen to that again.
I don't know.
You say, I love to a young man deep and
Okay.
you
Oh
recall that?
shit.
You've seen the computer predator stories.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of them.
Lovely.
And there's more bad news for him when he gets outside. An officer wearing a type of
It's him,
camouflage to
dude.
hide in the bushes jumps out and arrests him.
Police officer on the ground! On the ground!
As soon as the men leave our house,
love
police
his
work
ghillie
quickly and
suit.
sometimes aggressively.
It's a bit much.
taking this- And what he does when he shows up will be hard for you to believe.
Oh, this is something.
You want to explain yourself? Look at that towel
How
right there,
tiny he
please.
is. He's like a tiny little fucking
Wrap it around
gremlin.
yourself.
Chris
And
Hansen,
please sit
is
in
he
that
wearing
stool.
like platform shoes to make him feel even more
It was
naked
also
and
hard for
tiny?
officers to
Little
believe
naked
that
manlet
strange
versus
encounter is
Chad
coming
God
up next.
Chris Hansen.
You're naked.
Chris Hansen
There's a
should have came out
14-year-old
naked with his
girl.
way bigger
You're
dick.
Crazy Trini 85 asks her if she'll try anal sex and adds it's better than regular sex. Then he asks her if she has it, and you won't believe what Crazy Trini 85 asks next.
I think I'll
You know
believe
it
it.
would be a huge turn on for me.
What?
Whant.
He wants to watch her perform a sex act on a cat. He says people do it all the time. They discuss it further on the phone, where he tells her they'll need Cool Whip. The decoy says she'll try it if he's willing to strip off all his clothes and walk into her house naked.
Dude, that's so fucking good.
As we told you before, according
He
to law
became.
enforcement, they're asking a
That's
suspect
so
to bring
good.
or do something
Oh, they got
specific.
him. Is that 700 IQ Johansson himself?
It was kind of a little surprise.
You want to explain yourself? Grab that towel right there, please.
Oh, he's so tiny.
Wrap it around yourself, and please sit in that stool. What are you doing?
Making a mistake.
Making a mistake.
Yup, you sure are.
What would
Chris
have
is
happened after you
6'2".
walked in there naked?
Something probably would have
He's not even that
Something
tall.
like
He
what?
looks like 7'2"
something
in front of
along
this guy.
sexual lines.
Like you would have had sex with a 14-year-old girl.
Pretty tall though.
I'm not sure if I would have done that, but
Marvin, you're naked.
yeah, I wouldn't have gone all the way. I wasn't going.
You
all the
wouldn't,
way
I
when you
think
took
you
your
went
clothes
a
off, just
little
about.
too far already,
Then
bud.
I asked him about the plans he
don't know
talked
about that.
online